Buffalo Sabres are on the air.
Power slides one and shoots and scores! Devils whip it around, and what a save by Devin Levi! Peterka, who comes back for Buffalo, leads into the wing. Cousins, Peterka scores! Tage Thompson, and we're tied at 3. In front, he scores! That was magic!
Every goal, every save, every play, every hit. Hear it happen here. The radio home of the Buffalo Sabres. It's game time and time to play some hockey on the Buffalo Sabres Radio Network.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to downtown Buffalo and KeyBank Center. The preseason rolling on. The 5th of 7 games for the Buffalo Sabres. Today, a matchup with the Columbus Blue Jackets. We'll hand things off to Dan Dunleavy and Rob Ray. Coming up with the play-by-play in just a matter of moments right here on the Buffalo Sabres Radio Network. We welcome you to the press box, everyone. I'm Brian Colziel. We want to welcome in all of our local affiliates that have just joined us here just after 3 o'clock. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. Sabres coming off of a loss in Pittsburgh 2 nights ago by a score of 3-1. Tage Thompson had the lone goal in that game. Buffalo's preseason record is now 2-2 as they enter play today. Thompson will be in the lineup amongst the bigger names for the Sabres as they get set to take on Columbus, coming your way in just a matter of moments. We'll take a timeout, come back, get you the anthems, and then Dan and Rob with the call. Game day opening faceoff. Coming up next, it is brought to you by Hamburg Overhead Door, over-delivering all over Western New York. This is the Buffalo Sabres Radio Network.
Now at Staples, the prices of HP printers are dropping. Save on HP Smart Tank and enjoy even more savings on ink. Save on the HP Inkjet, perfect for high-quality pics. Save on HP laser printers, great for tackling high-volume document printing. Now through September 30th, save on Staples' entire selection of HP printers, some as low as $69.99. With HP printer price drops at Staples, now is the time to upgrade to HP, America's most trusted printer brand. See staples.com/HP for details.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Hey, Sal Capaccio here. When it comes to celebrating life's most precious moments, go forth to Firth Jewelers. Whether you're ready to pop the question with an engagement ring or cherish the years gone by with a timeless anniversary band, Firth has a selection that's going to truly capture your emotions. Not quite sure what you're looking for? Don't worry. They'll take the time to educate and guide you, ensuring your choice is as special as the moment itself. So for all the moments of your life, go forth to Firth. They're my jeweler. Make them yours. Firth Jewelers, Military Road, Niagara Falls.
If you're injured at work, call Losi and Ganji, your hard-working workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. The attorneys at Losi and Ganji work hard so you receive the maximum settlement for your injury. Last year, Losi and Ganji obtained more than $24 million for injured workers. Call Losi and Ganji, 854-1446, or go to losi-ganji.com. Losi and Ganji, Buffalo's workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
Do you often find yourself asking this one simple question? What is the only thing that is as good as a new Honda? Well, at Raylax Honda, we think the answer is really easy. It's a certified pre-owned Honda. Choose from our great selection of popular certified pre-owned Honda models like Civic, Accord, CR-V, and more. When you buy a used car, don't get taken for a ride. Get Honda certified. Raylax. We got this. Raylax Honda, 3590 Southwestern Boulevard and at RaylaxHonda.com.
See dealer for limited warranty and other certified details.
You're listening to the Buffalo Sabres Radio Network.
True patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and
on the anthem there from Evelyn and Elena Zagerly as the Sabres and the Blue Jackets just about set to get going. Buffalo in their all-royal blues. Gold numbers, gold trim. The Blue Jackets in their white, navy blue numbers, and the red trim. I'll be with you throughout the day on the intermissions. Paul Hamilton, Pat Malacaro will be along as well for their thoughts. But for now, we are ready for puck drop. Ryan Colesville going to send things next door. Here is Dan Dunleavy and Rob Ray. Sabres and Blue Jackets. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Brian. It's great to be back home here at KeyBank Center. Sabres, of course, 3 games in as many nights, and then had a day of practice yesterday and back in front of the home fans here. 3 more preseason games to go, as you probably already mentioned on the pregame show. And a lot of trimming of rosters around the NHL, not just here in Buffalo, but every team starting to pare it down before they get to many American Hockey League camps that will open on Monday. But for now, from left to right here in the first period, Tage Thompson will face it off for the Buffalo Sabres against Patrick Laine, Benstrom and Marchenko, Benson and Skinner, the other members of the front lines respectively for each team. The Blue Jackets and the Traveling Whites, they play the puck up to center ice where Bryson will play it off the boards. He's out there with Ryan Johnson. And it's Tage Thompson with the puck on his stick just ahead of center. He'll leave it, and it'll be carried in across the Blue Jackets line, but Buffalo on entry are forced back to their own end.
Yeah, good job here once again by the coaching staff, putting Zach Benson in a situation to succeed. You know, he's a young man, he's an offensive player. You want to make sure you put him with the best possible players on your team to see what he can do while he's out there, and that's once again in the lineup playing with the top line.
There's a chance right in front. The puck is sent wide. As Jiri Kulik had the first look for the Buffalo Sabres. To make that Yoki Harju, I beg your pardon. On the back end for Buffalo now as the Sabres start to make their first changes. Jeremy Davies will be his defense partner as the Blue Jackets dump it deep into the Buffalo zone. And Alex Tuck on the ice now along with Dylan Cousins. Looking rink wide, and Yoki Harju will gain the line and play it over onto the wing. Brandon Byro, the other member of this group of forwards for Don Granado and the Buffalo Sabres. Davies under pressure from Justin Danforth deep in the Buffalo zone. Play comes to the corner, backhanded up the wall, taken by Dylan Cousins. And you'll find Yoki Harju at the far circle. Return to Davies.
Coming here.
Davies skating it out with the goaltender going to the bench. Of course, Devin Levi, your starter here tonight. Buffalo gaining the line along with Byro and Alex Tuck doing the work down the right side. And over on the far wall, Ken Johnson will get the touch. We'll get our first call here for special teams play.
Yeah, Sabres going to have the first opportunity on the power play. Going to be a slashing call here. Made to Columbus. Justin Danforth's gone to the box here. Sabres on the power play. So far this preseason, not the most powerful thing on the power play, but nevertheless, you got a lot of different guys on any given night. Sabres last year on the power play, they finished 9th, 23% in the NHL. Columbus on the penalty kill last year, 25th, 75% on the penalty kill.
Kyle Pozo out there on this Sabres power play. Took the face off, and Yoki Harju will play it down the wall. He'll get it back from Jeff Skinner. Parked over here on the right side. Yoki Harju up top. Skinner top of the circle. Skate to stick and back to Yoki Harju. Over to the far circle. Skinner near side. Instead of the shot, the pass across and in the slot for a one-timer by Benson, and that is stopped by Merzlikins and cleared down the ice.
Yeah, great look by Tage Thompson finding Zach Benson right in the bumper spot. He had dropped down just below the hash marks, and a quick shot. Merzlikins had to come up big on that one, but good look by Thompson finding the young man in front.
Thompson got it deep in the zone, but David Juracek gets it back for Columbus. He'll send it to the Sabres side of center and back into the Buffalo zone.
I think this is why it's so important to get your team down to pretty much what it's going to be rolling in, so they get at least 2 or 3 good games together in the preseason, so they can get situations like this together, back in sync on the power play, penalty kill, and things like that makes a big difference. You just don't turn that on and off once the season starts. So the more games you can get with your full team and your full power play roster that you're going to be pushing in for the season, the better off you're going to be.
That particular power play unit has gone to the bench now for Buffalo. Byro, Olofsson, and Tuck up front here as they gain the Columbus line. 38 seconds to go on the power play for Buffalo, and the Blue Jackets get enough that one. Eric Goodbranson, the veteran from Ottawa, Ontario, sends it the length of the ice.
Hey, sitting here, you got to get 2 guys on the puck right here. The puck's going deep, Tuck on top of it. Second man hesitating, sitting back. Olsen not getting in there quite quick enough to make sure him and Byro get on top of the puck to get a little support to Tuck. Turn over the puck is down the ice. So nevertheless, little things like that, it just takes the time. And one thing, too, you've got so many different guys in practice each day. You're never really practicing with the same group. You're practicing with the group that's going to play that night. You played 3 games this week. This is the 4th one already. So you really haven't had that group that you want to have on the ice together at any given time to work on a power play. It's just more or less chalkboard work, before games, kind of figuring out who's going to be in what situation and what area. And it's tough to do unless you're practicing it.
Yuri Kulik sends it down into the Columbus zone, and of course then you get special teams, and that will disrupt your 5-on-5 rhythm to your line as well. Not that you're playing a lot of matchups right now, but to your point, just kind of getting a feel. Bryson lost the puck, and Levi with a big stop right on the doorstep, as the Blue Jackets had a great look on that turnover in front. Malatesta, Quebec Major Junior Hockey League player, on the Blue Jackets' 4th line here this afternoon. Shot by Ryan Johnson is stopped by Merzlikins. Kick to the corner. Sabres center it back. It'll come to the wall near side. Johnson again. Johnson certainly getting accustomed to more and more of the NHL pace of the game with the number of reps he's getting here in preseason.
Yeah, but it just seems like he's getting better and better, a little more comfortable each night. You're seeing him hang on to the puck a lot more, do a lot more with the puck, what you're normally going to see him do while he was playing college.
There's a turnover and a shot stopped by Levi.
Another big save by Levi. That's 2 of them here in the last minute. Sabres bad turnovers in their own zone left a great opportunities to Columbus, but Levi strong once again. This one staying way out on top of the blue paint after that quick shot turnover from the slot.
Voronkov trying to chase him down. Number 10 for Columbus, Razor, 6'5", 240 pounds. Played in the KHL last year, had 18 goals. Here's Alex Tuck for Buffalo, plays it up to center ice. Sabres dump it in, Merzlikins behind the goal. Scoreless first period, 5 minutes gone here at KeyBank Center. Blue Jackets will carry in to the Buffalo zone. Patrick Laine up high at the point, stripped to the puck. And a big hit by Goods-Branson as he gets back on Isak Roseyan. Readjusts the bonnet, goes to the Buffalo bench. Quick hit pass by the Blue Jackets goes awry. Devin Levi will take it in the trapezoid area, play it. But again, the Sabres have turned it over in their own zone. Unable to get to the net that time, though, where the Blue Jackets, as Adam Boka stepped up into the play. Now the Sabres come back down the left side. Good entry into the zone by Benson. Then he slides over to the near wall here, right side. Sabres from left to right in the opening period. Benson to the front of the net. Pass didn't get there, but boy, he sniffed out that area. If Skinner had found him with a pass. That bounces up into the air off of Benson, and Merzlikins without a stick had that one fall off to his right. Boquist plays it to a corner near side. Benson trying to dig it free along with Thompson. Benson near side, almost banked that one in. It popped up in the air a little bit. Zach Benson all over it again.
He's just in the right place at the right time. The big thing is you got Thompson and Skinner both looking for the young man because he's in that scoring area. So when they get the puck, they got nothing. They're finding Zach, and Zach's in the right spot, and they're able to feed it to him every time. He's had 3 really good opportunities here so far in this game.
Blue Jackets with Adam Fantilli out there now, out of University of Michigan, Hobie Baker winner wearing number 11, along with Kent Johnson and Justin Danforth. Rusek trying to play it up ahead. Following up is Victor Olofsson. He'll carry it in down on the left wing side, curling away from pressure. On his backhand into the blue line for Ryan Johnson's shot, and that is tipped just wide.
Oh, he's knocked the blade right out of the Werenski's skate here. That shot from Johnson from the point takes the blade right out of Werenski's skate. Referee calls it right there.
And the timing couldn't be better for Werenski if it had to happen. Timeout on the ice, scoreless first period. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network.
Hey, when you drive around our community, you probably see a lot of Speed Global trucks. You ever wonder where they're going? Sal Capaccio here to let you know that Speed moves cargo to and from locations throughout New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Canada, and more. Speed's been positively impacting the community and the economy for over 75 years. If you need to ship or receive cargo locally, regionally, or even nationally, consider my friends at Speed Global Services. Around the corner or around the world, Speed delivers. Visit speedgs.com.
Everyone loves a winner, and year after year, the one team that tops the field is Honda. Honda's all-star lineup includes Accord, Civic, and CR-V, with all three making the Car and Driver 10 Best list. Plus, Honda was also named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com 2023 Best Value Brand and Best Overall Brand. To see what makes Honda number one, see your upstate Honda dealer today.
Car and Driver, December 2022. Based on 2023 Brand Image Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Buffalo Sabres hockey is being brought to you by Firth Jewelers. For all the moments in your life, go forth to Firth. By Great Lakes Building Systems. Our business is protecting your business. By Raylax Honda. Raylax, we got this. By Hamburg Overhead Door. Over-delivering all over Western New York. By Town Ford. When you think of Ford, think of Town Ford. And by Losi and Ganji. Workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. Working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
You're listening to the Buffalo Sabres Radio Network.
Shots 3-2 Buffalo. No score first period. Almost 7 minutes gone. 9 seconds away from that official announcement. Dan Dunleavy and Rob Ray on a Saturday afternoon matinee. And once the regular season gets going, the matinee in this building is packed with kids.
That's my most favorite time.
Yeah.
Afternoon games. It's the best. The kids are out there. They're into it. They're cheering. And the building's electric.
And you're looking forward to being down between the benches and not up here.
Yeah, Harry Skull down there tonight, filling that hole pretty well down there.
On his own, right?
Yeah, he's pretty much got it filled up.
Blue Jackets win the draw on their own end. Try to play it up the boards near side. Pinch down by Stillman, putting the pressure on, forcing Columbus to play it down towards the corner where Calapozo has dug it free, and he's got it behind the net. Backhand pass for Kulik. Now that shot was blocked. Blue Jackets will come back, transition the other way. Malatesta will play it up ahead with Josh Doon and Stefan Matteau. Back to the point. Shot Levi tracking that one. It's blocked in front of him. Blue Jackets try to work it back to the slot area again. Doon plays it to the point where it's kept in by Matejchuk. Played down to the corner. Sabres flush it out. Matejchuk gets it back again. Left side circle, takes a shot. Tried to go high. Glove side on Levi. Missed the net. Gets it back again for another chance. That'll deflect off a stick, though, this time from Matejchuk up and out of play.
Yeah, you see the Sabres, as soon as they get, maybe not in a little trouble, but spending any time in their zone, everybody just kind of converges to the middle of the ice. They got all 5 guys in the middle of the ice taking that gut away, allowing whomever's got the puck the outside of the ice, but there's no chasing. That doesn't lead to any panic, so they just kind of maintain that, and then eventually they start spreading back out again. Once the opposition starts getting the puck, they just come in, converge, and then spread out again and put the pressure back on them. It's hard to play, and it's a way of playing that's can be very successful, but you got to be very committed to it too. One guy does not do it, kind of opens everything right up.
Face off the Buffalo zone. Sabres will chip it out to center. And loose puck picked up by Dylan Cousins right side on his own. Shot goes wide. Davies over from the far point, jumping down to keep it in play. Puts it off the glass. Comes around the near boards for the Sabres and battling, trying to keep it in was Byro. Yoki Harju. High center lane. Drifts to the left side of the ice. Feeds a short pass top of the circle. Dylan Cousins came to meet it. Keeps possession. Now Davies fakes the one-timer under pressure. Cousins gets it back with a shot, and that hits Byro high up in the mask area.
Yeah, he's down. The referee is calling for the trainer to get on the ice here right now. Good thing Byro's got his head up off the ice.
Yeah, hopefully that hit the helmet more than anything.
Yeah. He's up and marking. There's a lot of blood, but the good thing is he's up and moving. And that's a good sign. He's looks like he's kind of holding it onto his mouth, nose area, but
taking a few of those in your day.
Yeah. It's something that
you can't describe till
you
happens.
don't, but it's almost like when you see it and whomever gets up, that means it's a good sign, because if it's bad, then you're staying down. And in that case, if it's the best case scenario right there, is just a cut.
Brandon Byro is second on Rochester with 51 points last year, behind only Lucas Rusek's 56.
He's been playing well. Great camp, Dan. Very noticeable. He's one of those guys that every game that he's played here in so far this year, we've talked about him. We've brought his name up and said, this young man is
number 9 and 15. And you're right. You're always seeing him, right?
Yeah. Like right now he's got a goal and 2 assists. and +2 in the 3 games that he's played, this being his 4th game. There's only one that he is not dressed in.
They've taken a timeout on the ice. Razor will do the same. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network.
Marty Biron here. If you're looking for a unique and delicious dining destination that's worth the drive every time, then head to Alex's Place. From juicy steaks prepared right before you in their open kitchen to the freshest seafood and charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and let's not forget their award-winning fall-off-the-bone, melt-in-your-mouth ribs. Once you go to Alex's Place, you'll experience more than a meal. You'll discover a tradition. Alex's Place, just off the Thruway, exit 48 in Batavia. Trust me, you'll be saying, "Oh man, now I want ribs."
Business owners, you have a lot on your mind. Leave your building security to the experts. Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake for a comprehensive fire and security assessment.
I'm John Woyden, president of Great Lakes Building Systems, where our business is protecting your business. We install and service complex fire, security, and video monitoring systems. If it keeps you safe, it's Great Lakes.
Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake or go to glbs-inc.com.
We keep an eye on your business so you don't have to. Protecting your business is our business.
Add a splash of color to your next kitchen or bath remodel with Decora Cabinetry from Kitchen and Bath Unlimited. You can save up to $2,000 with your choice of standard paint finishes from Decora's wide selection of colors. Decora Cabinets, high quality all wood construction and backed by a lifetime warranty. Plus, Kitchen and Bath Unlimited offers unlimited options, and with 6 designers on staff, you get the kitchen and bath of your dreams. Kitchen and Bath Unlimited on Union, north of Walden.
Kitchen and Bath Unlimited.
Online at kitchenandbathunlimited.net.
WGR.
11:44 remaining in the scoreless first period here at KeyBank Center, downtown Buffalo, New York. Blue Jackets and Sabres even at 3 shots apiece, and we're hoping the best for Brandon Byro. Went off the ice under his own strength after taking a shot high, and they're still scraping some of the blood off the ice down here at KeyBank Center. So the Sabres will hope he can return, maybe get stitched up and come back. We don't know the extent of it, of course, at this point in time, but they're going to play short of forward for now. But in this preseason, that shouldn't be too much of a hindrance. As we mentioned, Kyle Pozo playing his first game. Victor Olofsson, I believe, his second. Alex Tuck, his first. And you got a bunch of young guys out there that should be hungering for more ice time. Yuri Kulik would be one of them. Isak Rosean.
Yeah, Jeff Skinner only playing in his second game as well here.
Yeah. Yeah, those two, Skinner and Tage Thompson.
You know what?
Maybe we go to Columbus. We'll recount what happened last time they were there and we were there.
But you know what? A lot of these guys, you have to sit and think it's an 82-game season, and it's a long season. And you want to make sure that these guys are as healthy as possible. I know you want to get them in some games just to get themselves rolling. You got 2 left of that. And, you know, 1 at home, 1 on the road in Columbus. So that last game is really going to be their tune-up here against the Pittsburgh Penguins on the 6th. So anytime you can get them the rest is the right thing to do.
Blue Jackets will bring it to the Buffalo line. That's broken up by Benson. It goes off. It'll be interesting, obviously, and you played with extremely skilled players. You played with 4th liners, 3rd liners. Every player needs something different, right, in preseason. And what I'm getting to is the other night we saw Tage Thompson score a Tage Thompson highlight kind of goal against the Leafs where he just dangled and then he deked the goaltender out. You know, previous game, it looked like he was just getting his legs underneath him. Yeah. So it's goal scorers might need more looks, or
and you're talking about 3rd and 4th liners. Sometimes they need a little bit more work as well because the game they have to play is a more physical.
It's a different
more
kind,
physical, demanding, and you're not going to get that condition in practice. So the only place you're going to get it in this game. Yeah, and they're like 3rd, 4th guys are not worrying about timing and all that kind of thing, and your offensive side of your game. You're worrying about your body getting adjusted to the physical type of play you have to play again. And I would say in a lot of cases that might be even harder than an offensive guy trying to get himself rolling.
Face off in the Blue Jackets territory. Benson will take the draw in against Adam Fantilli. That's an interesting matchup of young future superstars. You would hope in this National Hockey League setup really for both teams. Fantilli, 18 years of age as well as Benson. Puck goes back into the Buffalo zone. Stillman and Joseph Ciccone, the back end pair for the Buffalo Sabres. Blue Jackets, though. Fantilli at the Columbus line almost turned that one over, and Peyton Krebs was trying to strip him to the puck.
He almost got schooled there in the wrong spot.
Columbus working a 3-on-2 to the front of the net. Shot goes wide. Ivan Provorov, a newcomer, of course, to Columbus, out there right now with Adam Boquist on the back end.
Yeah, come over from the Philadelphia Flyers. Solid guy, solid puck mover. Does a nice job. He's played well for Philadelphia over the years, and it'll be a good change for him stepping into this new lineup.
After the Flyers, a bit of a stint in LA for him, and then now on to Columbus. Here's the Sabres now with Ciccone playing it ahead into the Columbus zone. Merzlikins out to bank it off the boards. Pozo able to get a piece of that one and keep it in play for Buffalo. Yoki Haru sends it behind the net. Good Branson is there for Columbus. He'll send a bouncing puck to center, and Yoki Haru sweeps it to the boards. Davies back to Yoki Haru. 9:52 to go, a scoreless first period. Puck gets away from Good Branson. Roseanne traps it on the boards near side, right wing into the corner. Puck bounces up into the air a little bit. Matejchuk for Columbus trying to clear. He is able to play it ahead. Not a test to plays it rink wide, and then the Blue Jackets and Sabres will get another whistle here with 9.5 to go in a scoreless first period.
Yeah, puck on the dump in from Gudbranson. It went off the dasher board up into the netting area, so the face-off is coming back out into the middle of the ice for the face-off. But it's one of these games too early, and it's an afternoon game. First time for these guys probably in an afternoon game this year. Takes a little bit to get in sync. And then right now you just see the passing just isn't as sharp as what you'd normally see for either side here. So they're having a hard time navigating themselves through the neutral zone, getting anything rolling.
Blue Jackets try to gain the line, taken away by Bryson. Yeah, it would have been an early flight for Columbus if they came in today. Here's Tuck down the right side, tried to curl in, back to Bryson, walks the line, top of the circle, far side shot, that is blocked. Ryan Johnson again, back to Bryson. Johnson comes to meet the puck. Boy, he's all over the game, isn't he? 33 when he's out there. Here's Tuck down to the right corner.
As I said, just more and more. This is confidence. You're talking about somebody that's gained confidence. This guy, his confidence has gone through the roof in just the games he's played.
Rusek lost the handle on the puck. Thus, Columbus was able to force Buffalo back into their own end. Johnson will carry it up, drop it for Jacob Bryson. Buffalo will start to change up the back end. Forward lines as well. Benson is out there after the Skinner dump in along with Tage Thompson. They go to work below the goal line, trying to get it free. Bounces to the front of the net, and it's parlayed out of the zone. Laine hunting down Stillman, who turns facing the boards left wing side, and will start it out for Buffalo. Rink wide to Thompson, right side, across the line. Backing up to protect the puck, but he lost it. And the Blue Jackets with 3 the other way, but it's out of their reach, and Stillman will look to skate away from Emil Benstrom, who takes him into the corner, off to the left of the Buffalo goal. Center in front, scores. Laine gets the shot away, and Levi got a piece of it, but not enough. It dribbles home, and it's a 1-0 Columbus lead with 7:58 to go in the opening period.
Yeah, problem here. Battle lost down low. And there's 3 Sabres going to converging on the guy with the puck. Everybody got their back turned. Laine sneaks in from the backside here. And Levi does get a piece of this, but when this pass comes across, Levi follows it really well. And it looks like he gets it off his left pad, and then it just kind of trickles underneath him and just dribbles past the goal line here. And the Sabres here got to be a little more aware. I think that's about the 3rd time so far in this first period, leaving guys wide open in front. Everybody kind of just staring at the puck and having their backs. You got to know what's coming over your backside.
Blue Jackets off the face-off at center, dump it right back deep. Davies for Buffalo, along with Roseanne over on the far wall. Danforth tried to get it away for the Blue Jackets. It's cleared up near center ice. Fantilli back in his own zone. Matejchuk for Kent Johnson on the wing. He'll leave it on the wall. Fantilli nudged off the puck. Matejchuk trying to keep it in. It'll be Peyton Krebs to get it out for Buffalo and just tap it over center ice. And he'll turn and go to the Sabres bench with 7:15 to go in this opening period. Blue Jackets having just scored to take the 1-0 lead. Dump it right back in down to the right of the Sabres net. In behind the net, another turnover. That time Johnson gave it away. Now Werenski from the left point with a shot. That's stopped by Levi calmly. Directed to the corner now on the near wall. Blue Jackets send it down low. Josh Doon from behind the net. Allowed to bring it out. Werenski will come down for the point again, trying to go short side. There was a bit of room there, but he missed it. Tipped in front. Rebound. Levi's got it. Still loose in front. Werenski had a piece of it. Levi made a save. And a backhander off the wall, but not out by Johnson. Werenski sends it to the goal line. Johnson takes it away. Another no-look pass on the wall. Gathered up here by the Blue Jackets. Roslovic turns. Sends it to the corner. Comes out front. So the Sabres, at times here, not helping themselves in their own zone.
Nah, it's been Johnson twice, kind of no-look passes, put himself in a bad situation, and Columbus able to gain control of the puck and turn something into it.
They've got some experience out there now, Columbus as well. Werenski working the point. You've got Roslovic out there as well.
When you're in trouble, you got nothing, especially in situations like that. You just get it out. Get it down the ice, even if you got to take the ice and just relieve the pressure. There's no sense trying to try one of those backhand no-look passes to nothing, and then it's always going to come back and haunt you.
Dumais kept it in for a moment, but the Sabres finally able to get it out, and it is slapped down the ice in frustration by Lukas Rusek. 5:37 to go in period number 1. Columbus with the 1-0 lead on the goal by Patrick Laine. Blue Jackets will bring it up quickly to center ice, so they've got their legs moving now. Right side entry, good stick deflecting that shot up and out of play. Should give us a timeout on the ice, and it does. You're listening to the Buffalo Sabres Hockey Network.
Be sure of your garage door and your garage door company. Hi, this is Jen Kuhn. Be sure that the one and only real Hamburg overhead door keeps your garage door and opener up to date and in perfect working order, or installs a beautiful new one. To make certain you get Western New York's largest and most experienced overhead door company, call Hamburg Overhead Door directly at 649-3600 or type in exactly hamburgdoor.com and welcome the real Hamburg Door red truck to over-deliver for you.
If you've been crossing the border with a DWI or other offense on your record, make no mistake, you've been lucky.
Jamie Fiegel of Fiegel Car and Joyce.
Eventually, the truth will come out, and you could end up in an embarrassing situation with friends, family, or even coworkers. Let our team at Fiegel Car and Joyce ensure that your past doesn't impact your future ability to cross the border into Canada.
Call Fiegel Car and Joyce at 810-2121 or at yourborderattorneys.com.
Do you find yourself asking one simple question? What's the only thing that is as good as a new Honda? Well, at Relax Honda, we think the answer is really easy. It's a certified pre-owned Honda. Choose from our great selection of popular certified pre-owned Honda models like Civic, Accord, CR-V, and more. When you buy a used car, don't get taken for a ride. Get Honda certified. Relax. We got this. Relax Honda, 3590 Southwestern Boulevard, and at relaxhonda.com.
See dealer for limited warranty and other certified details.
WGR.
Columbus Blue Jackets doubling up on the shots against Buffalo here, and a 1-0 lead with 5:27 to go in the first period. Dan Dunleavy, Rob Ray. Paul Hamilton will join us down by the Sabres locker room with a player interview at the end of the first period.
Yeah, Paul's got a haircut. He's got himself all cleaned up, looking good for all those young single ladies out there.
Well, I was going to say for the start of the season, but
it'll be the only one he gets. He's a little cheap. Little cheap.
You're not getting a haircut for the season. Clean it up. Sabres dump it down deep into Columbus territory.
Oh, I will, but he won't. Yeah, right now face-off 64% for the Sabres. That's a really good number, and that's a number that they got to work on here throughout the year. Last year, face-offs was not something that they were great at.
Yeah.
I think they finished 32nd in the league in face-offs last year, so it's something that it's got to be a lot better this year, so they're not always chasing the puck.
Dylan Cousins did win that draw, and he's probably the most reliable player on the team. Here's Alex Tuch on a turbo. The shot stopped by Merzlikins. Sabres on the boards, trying to keep it in play. Calapozo with Tuch and Cousins. Tuch again, ripped one. That one just wide. Over on the far wall, chasing after it, along with Adam Boqvist. Blue Jackets quick to get out of their zone so far in this first period. They do it again. And a quick shot there in tight by Kirill Marchenko, stopped by Levi. Aaron Stick lay right beside the Sabre goaltender, and Buffalo would carry it out to center. It's Dylan Cousins, a backhander into the Columbus zone with 4.5 to go as Buffalo makes a change here for forward group. Blue Jackets dump it in deep. Ken Johnson on the wall trying to keep it in. Matejchuk for Johnson in the corner, spins away. Yoki Harju following him, short side goal, tucked in. Is that Danforth?
Yeah, Justin Danforth. He gets this one on the short side, but what a pass from below the goal line. Wait to see who's got this pass coming out. 91. That's Kent Johnson. You're talking about a no-look around the back pass. He just lays this one right out to Danforth on the short side, and he tucks this one right up top. Tage Thompson was all over him on that side of the net, and just not able to get a hold of him. And he just puts it off the right shoulder of Levi and then bounces into the net right up over the top.
That's big for a guy like Danforth. He played just 6 games with Columbus last year. 51 over his career so far in the National Hockey League. So 2-0 with 4 minutes remaining here in the opening period for the Blue Jackets. And Johnson's got it again. He's coming down the left side looking for some company. Cross to Danforth. He's watched by Johnson. Peyton Krebs over to help out. Fantilli trying to dig it free. He does, but his pass back to the point will roll all the way down the ice.
I think the big thing here, Dan, is between periods they got to figure out why Columbus is able to make that first pass getting out of the zone and coming up with so much speed. And they're really getting the Sabres stretched out a little bit. They got guys up on the far side of the neutral zone, and they're really stretching things out. They got to get a little more pressure, start tightening that up a little bit, start playing a little bit in the Columbus zone here as they move forward.
Ciccone trying to get it out. He'll flip it up to center, create a race for the puck. Bit of an awkward moment there. Sabres now with Kulik in front. Kyle Pulso backhand. Merzlikins
penalty.
Got the pad down to make the stop. As Razor mentioned, a slashing call might be coming up here.
Yeah, there is. Going to Columbus here, and the Sabres going to go to power play here. Yeah, wait to see who's going to get this call. Juracek is going here for slashing in front of the net, and he's going to get a piece of Kyle Oposo in front. Nevertheless, Sabres going to get an opportunity on the power play. Lewis feeds Kyle Oposo, who is wide open in front, and Juracek just comes back. He comes across. He's a little late coming down, and he comes across stick to stick right there as the goaltender, Merzlikins, had to lay down in a 5-star area there, and he got everything covered down below, and he was able to stop the puck. But 3:04 left here in this first. Sabres on the power play.
Tage Thompson, far circle in front for Calapozo, just missed the deflection. Skinner on the near wall. Yoki Harju up top, deflected in front by Calapozo again. Off the glass, good Branson on it. He turns in the corner. Oposo trying to hold him up without holding him. So it's back to the near side, and down the ice goes the puck.
Branson, he's a big man. You have to have yourself ready when you're going to grab onto this guy and try dealing with him in the corner. 6'5", 222 pounds.
1:25 left in the Sabres power play. 2:28 to go in the period. Buffalo on the right side in the Columbus zone. Up top, Yoki Harju's got room. Over to the far circle. Thompson is in the bumper spot right now. Benson behind the net. Benson will play it out. Skinner back to Yoki Harju. Now Thompson far circle and destroys a stick with that one.
Yeah, you got Benson being the low guy here, and Kyle Oposo is actually the guy setting up to be the guy in the bumper spot. And you got Skinner and Thompson on each side, so a little bit of a different setup here for the Sabres on this power play.
Pretty sure everybody in Columbus flinches every time Tage Thompson winds up to take a shot against their team. It doesn't matter.
Well, at least in their building.
Yeah, where it is. Here's Dylan Cousins. 35 to go in the power play. Blue Jackets trying to clog it up with numbers here on the puck carrier. Olofsson near circle. Back up top. Bryson's shot. That one is deflected up off the net. Maybe off of Alex Tuck, the way he reacted to that.
Yeah, I think the big thing is there with the Sabres, they got to establish the shot a little bit. It's showing, 4 shots on net, 5 shots on net so far here for the Buffalo Sabres in this game. They just got to make sure they start getting a few more shots, especially on the power play. What it does early, it just kind of loosens things up a little bit, and it gives you a little more opportunity because all of a sudden the defenders start changing their game a little bit. If you're just working to the outside, they're just going to allow you to stay there. You take a couple shots, they have to change their game then.
17 to go on the power play, 1:22 in the period. Buffalo with the extra attacker, trailing by a score of 2-0. This is Olofsson on the right side. Halfway down the boards, behind the net for Tuck. Trying to send it out, and he does to Cousins, who plays it back. Bryson. Cousins, one-timer, and that one ripped wide. And out of the box now, David Jiricek. Sabres with possession. Alex Tuch trying to go glove side high. And that one rockets up and out of play. I didn't even see where that one landed, but it went up after the shot. Get a look at the replay.
Yeah, you rolled and we're a long ways away. This shot went on. They went right off the crossbar, Dan, and then right up and over the meshing and out of play. That's how close it came. He put it right on the top side of the crossbar and deflected up and out of play. But it beat Merzlinski on the glove side.
He's had a couple of rocket shots there, Alex. He's
first game, he's got to get things dialed in a little bit. Sight's a little off on the stick, and he'll get it.
Werenski leads the rush for Columbus. 4 of them inside the Buffalo zone. Off the boards, Werenski will turn with it, send it down low with 43 seconds to go in the period. Ciccone under pressure. Handles it well so far. Off the boards, not quite yet out. He's got Stillman as an option. And Stillman now at the right circle in the Buffalo zone. Roseanne and Rusek both over on the left side. Little bump back. Rusek and Roseanne working their chemistry they brought with them from Rochester. Entry didn't work on that side, so it's a right wing entry this time for Roseanne with 17 seconds to go. Taken away by Kirill Marchenko, and this will roll down the ice. This will be a lazy icing with 9.7 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah, but it gives the Sabres an opportunity to put who they want on the ice here for this last face-off, and he's going with the big guys. He's going to get Thompson, Skinner, and Benson out there, and he's going to have Johnson and Jokiharju on the backside. So it's a big draw. Win this draw, it's going to lead to a good opportunity. Get the puck through to the net here, and maybe you can crawl back within one here before you go into the room.
Skinner at the face-off down against line 8 to the right of Elvis. Columbus with possession off the draw. They'll flip it out. That should do it for the first period. We've seen stranger things happen. Rolls back down in behind the net. Jokiharju will not provide a strange moment. It's 2-0 Columbus after one period.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow start here for the Sabres. I think in their own zone a little bit, leaving some guys wide open. Just got to settle in on that protection a little bit, and then in the offensive zone get a little more pressure. I think Columbus just exits the zone a little too easy here. They got to figure that one out coming out here in the second period.
Paul Hamilton is down waiting for his guest. Paul, who do you hope to be talking to?
Yes, we're hoping to get Rusek in here. We haven't had a chance to chat with
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls, Buffalo, 98.5 FM.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Columbus 2, Buffalo no score. Second period about to face off at KeyBank Center. Sabres from right to left, and away we go. Zach Benson trying to tip it up on the wing right side. It cuts back towards Jacob Bryson. He'll wrap it off the boards. And Elvis Merzlikins in behind the goal will play it around Werenski. And Patrick Laine will bring it up onto the wing for Bemstrom. Now it opens up right down the middle of the ice. Scores! Laine follows the play on the drive by David Jiricek right up the middle. And then Laine gets his second of the game to make it 3-0.
Jiricek just splits the D here for the Buffalo Sabres. And that's Johnson that he's stepping by right now. And Bryson, and a nice little pass across to the forehand of Laine, who's coming down the right side. Levi's down. He tries coming across. He's got everything in the bottom covered. Puck goes up top. Laine gets his second of the game. Well, what a fantastic play right there to feed Laine for that goal. And we just got notice, too, that Byro will be back here in this game.
And he will indeed.
On the ice
He's
now.
on the ice.
He's got a full cage on, it looks like right now. Full visor.
So you've been in that position before. That's Brandon Byro going to the room saying, I'm going back out there.
And that's a great move on the young man. It says a lot about the kid. He could have just said, nope, not doing it. But you know what? I think he realizes what's on the line here, and he wants to make sure that he gets the best opportunity he can get.
There's another turnover by the Sabres, and the Blue Jackets keep it deep in the Buffalo zone. In behind the Sabres goal, Fantilli looked to center. Byro couldn't clear it. Alex Tuck will pick it up. And looking to carry it out, but can't. Big hit by Davies. He steps up into Kent Johnson, and the puck slides to Devin Levi, but the Sabres are not cleaning house very well right here in their own zone.
No, they're not. They're running around a little bit here in their own zone, and a lot has to do with the youth on the backside, too, and not being able to use. And right there, Davies steps up, and big hit right there. That's what you got to see, a little more of that here in this second period. Try to slow the pace down. Kent Johnson, very good player here for Columbus, young man. And he stepped up, got good body on him. And I think it's just trying to do a little too much. You know, it's not as if they're in the wrong spot, and just trying to do a little too much with the puck. Keep it simple, keep it to the outside. If you got nothing, just get rid of it. Get it down the ice. You don't have to make a play each and every time.
Roslovic on his knees, plays it to the goal line. Sabres break it up. Victor Olofsson has to stop with Matejchuk ahead of him, and he'll send it down into the Blue Jackets zone. Roslovic again, right side this time to center. Victor Olofsson trying to slow him up a bit. It slides down to Levi. One hand on the paddle, leaves it. Ciccone has to move that one quickly as pressure was coming in the form of Jordan Dumais. Jiricek again with another Sabres inability to clear their own zone. Rusek will get it out in the center, and Victor Olofsson will put that one down in the corner of the Columbus end. Sabres changing, and Werenski for the Blue Jackets will bring it up ice. He'll play it onto the wing. Mateau down to the corner, backhand pass, hoping to get that to the front of the net. Johnson got a piece of it. Sabres almost overskate the play. Josh Doon played it in behind the net for Columbus. Bryson against the boards. Levi glancing over the right shoulder. In behind the Sabres cage. It'll come back up top. Jiricek shot hard off the inboards quickly to the pad of Levi. Doon will play it to the corner. Quick look by Roseanne before he played that puck, and now it's Bryson. Spins away from one, then Doon. Pass over top of his stick. And Roseanne tried to slide that ahead for Yuri Kulik, but it's broken up by the Blue Jackets. Jiricek, who's had himself a good last minute or so of hockey. He's still got the puck on his stick again as he comes to the Sabres line. Now we'll go to the bench as he puts it down to the corner. Yoki Harju for the Sabres. Off the back of the net, Davies races after it. He'll pick it up, bring it up to center ice. Won't get it any further in Laine. Takes that pass in across the line. Now it's dumped down in behind the Sabres goal line. 16:35 to go. Second period. 3-0 Columbus. 2 in the first, 1 so far here in the second. Skinner takes a drop pass from Thompson. Try to get it to Benson in the front of the goal. Blue Jackets break that one up. Bemstrom takes a hit from Skinner. Benstrom just getting up now. Meanwhile, the Blue Jackets with numbers down low, but Davies collapses into a good spot. Here's Thompson on a break, but the pass didn't get to him.
Yeah, that pass hit Benson going up through the middle. Tage Thompson was gone if it had got through to him, but I don't even think Benson realized Tage was coming down his backside, and he tried to get a piece of that puck.
Puck back in the Columbus zone. Byro out there again, along with Dylan Cousins. It's wrapped off the boards and down into the Buffalo end. No icing in the play as Stillman goes back after it. He'll leave it. Ciccone plays it away from Danforth. Quick pass finding Dylan Cousins. He'll play it ahead. Stillman joins the rush. Stillman trying to cut to the net. And that one rolls to Merzlikins and away. Cousins up top to Byro. Ciccone to Byro. Cousins near circle, looks, pass in front, looking for the stick of Alex Tuck. Did not connect. Ciccone plays it to the right boards. That shot with Cousins hanging around some open ice, but it bounced away from him. Blue Jackets trying to clear. Danforth trying to get it out. Sabres park it in behind the goal. Merzlikins will play it to the corner. Buffalo changing. And that puck will get outside the line, and Johnson's got to play it back for Jacob Bryson. Each team with 2 shots here in the period. Shots 12-9 total in favor of Columbus, who have the 3-0 lead with 14:45 to go in the second period. Dumais plays it ahead for the Blue Jackets. Drop pass. Dumais having a go at Devin Levi, who makes a save at the far post. Now it's picked up by Krebs. His pass intended for Victor Olofsson went off a skate. Another pass, that time by Bryson, went off a Sabres boot. Sometimes you get these moments in a game, don't you, Razor? You just got to fight through it and keep working.
You can fight through it, but keep it simple. And I think when you get in these spots, as you're saying, if you try to do too much, that's where you get yourself in trouble. Just simplify things. If it's not there, then hang on to it, get it down. There's nothing wrong with taking an offside or an icing just to slow the pace of things down a little bit. But the worst thing to do is do too much.
Nice pass for Krebs at the far post, set up by Victor Olofsson. Merzlikins had the answer. Columbus on the counter back the other way. Dumais. Nice move by Voronkov in behind the net. Big fella, and the puck comes out front to Devin Levi. He'll hold on. 3-0 Columbus, second period. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network.
Everyone loves a winner, and year after year, the one team that tops the field is Honda. Honda's all-star lineup includes Accord, Civic, and CR-V, with all 3 making the Car and Driver 10 Best list. Plus, Honda was also named Kelly Blue Book's KBB.com 2023 Best Value Brand and Best Overall Brand. To see what makes Honda #1, see your upstate Honda dealer today.
Car and Driver, December 2022. Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Marty Biron here. If you're looking for a unique and delicious dining destination that's worth the drive every time, then head to Alex's Place. From juicy steaks prepared right before you in their open kitchen to the freshest seafood and charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and let's not forget their award-winning fall-off-the-bone, melt-in-your-mouth ribs. Once you go to Alex's Place, you'll experience more than a meal. You'll discover a tradition. Alex's Place, just off the Thruway, exit 48 in Batavia. Trust me, you'll be saying, "Oh man, now I want ribs."
Buffalo Sabres hockey is being brought to you by Upstate Honda Dealers. To see the exciting all-new Honda lineup, visit your local Upstate Honda dealer today. By Great Lakes Building Systems. Our business is protecting your business. By Fiegel Car and Joyce, your border attorneys. By ServPro of Buffalo and ServPro's Team Luzzy. ServPro responds first and faster to any size disaster. By Alex's Place Steaks, Ribs, and Seafood. Aw man, now I want ribs. And by Paddock Chevrolet. With you for the extra mile.
You're listening to the Buffalo Sabres Radio Network.
Friday with a 2-goal afternoon so far for Columbus. Squish the fish. Sabretooth has got the Bills fans fired up already on the eve of a big matchup against the Dolphins tomorrow.
Big day tomorrow. Big day.
Anyone who wants to join Razor in his garage tomorrow?
I'm cleaning it out. I'm going to start tonight. I'm going to start cleaning it out, and I'm going to have the neighborhood in my garage tomorrow. Look out. Everybody has to come and take something with them. Get it out of there. That's how I'm going to clean it.
Byro down in the corner in the Columbus zone.
I'll feed you, give you drinks, whatever you need, but you have to take
something
2
from the
handfuls
garage
out of my garage when you leave.
Davies up top for Buffalo to the right wall. In front looking for Byro. Got a stick on that, but it went wide. Davies gets it back again inside the Columbus zone. Sabres working from right to left and going to the net. Byro with the full cage on and all.
Yeah, first period there, he took a puck to the mouth and he got fixed to come out. He's got a full cage on, and the young man is paying a huge price in front of the net, taking a beating there and trying to get a piece of that puck, and I think he does, and it goes up and over, and Boquist is all over the backside of him, pushes him into the goaltender. Merzlikins, give the kid a lot of credit because he's not backing off after what he went through in the first.
Shot ripped. Merzlikins watching now as Ciccone comes down from the left point for Buffalo, trailing 3-0. Thompson's shot, and a stick gets in the way of that. Emil Bemstrom made sure that 72 did not get a clean look. And that,
watching Skinner and Thompson here, just coming out here, they're just trying to get the puck to the net from all different angles. I think they realize we got to get some pucks here. We got to get that first goal here just to get ourselves rolling a little bit. And there's no hesitation with these guys. They're getting it, bang, it's going.
Quick shot to the net by Ciccone. Stopped by Merzlikins, and on the rebound behind the goal is Patrick Laine. And he will lead the Blue Jackets out. 22 goals in 55 games for Laine last year. Sabres now with a long pass looking to hit Skinner on the break. Buffalo have had players get in behind the defense. They just haven't connected with those long passes.
Yeah, not enough consistently, though. They've been able to get there. The pass has come and the pass hasn't connected, but...
Nice pass across. Benson got it there, and the shot by Skinner is stopped. Thompson down low trying to keep it in. Stillman with a big hit. He comes down on Denton Matejchuk. And then Matejchuk gets a little revenge of his own with a hit on Tage Thompson, who goes to the bench.
Yeah, maybe this will spark things up here a little bit in this game, get it fired up a little bit, but big hit by Stillman coming down from the point on the left side and hammering his man.
Blue Jackets on their side of center. Fantilli makes a quick turn in across the line. Nice pass to the far circle. Shot deflects up and out of play as Danforth let it go. Little look at Adam Fantilli and what he's able to do when he gets the puck in tight and heading the right way.
Fantilli's one of those guys when you talk to the young kids, you know, they're coming into this game, young guys, is Fantilli playing? I'm like, who's Fantilli? They all know who he is from the social media side and everything like that, so he's created a name for himself before he's even really stepped on the ice for an NHL game. And I think that's what you see from a lot of these guys now with stuff they put on social media. The kids get attracted to them, they get following them, and they step in and they're already big names.
Young man from Nobleton, Ontario, north of Toronto out there now. Third overall pick in 2023 out of Michigan. And he put up some big numbers there to win the Hobey Baker. Now the Sabres on the attack. Cousins rips one well wide, and it'll come out the far point. Johnson back in his own zone. Bryson making some moves to center. Got to the Columbus line and has apparently drawn a penalty call. Yes, and the Sabres will go on a power play here, trailing 3-0. With 11:20 to go in the second period.
Yeah, Sabres 0 for 2 so far already in this game on the power play. And there's going to be Danforth going to the box here for tripping. As Bryson working his way up through the neutral zone, got hauled down kind of halfway between the red line and the blue line, and Sabres going to the power play here with 11:20 left in this second period. Down 3-0. Shots 13 aside now.
Bryson and Olofsson back in behind the likes of Tuck, Byro, and Dylan Cousins. Off the draw, the play down low in the Columbus zone. Goodbranson with a chance to clear, and he makes no mistake.
Yeah, Sabres got to make sure they got numbers on the puck. They got to outnumber the opposition when the puck is in the corner, win those battles, and get it set up.
Buffalo will come to center. Cousins thought he might be able to split a pair of defenders over on that far side. Roslovic being one of them, of course, looking to perhaps provide a bit of a counterattack for the Blue Jackets. He'll go to the bench, though, as the Sabres back inside their own zone. Bump back at center, taken by Alex Tuck on the right side. One move to gain the zone, lost it, backhanded out by Malatesta down the ice.
Gaining the zone and just getting it about 10 feet over the line, and then they're being contested there, and Columbus is doing a good job getting it down. Just got to get a little deeper. Maybe the willing to get it in deep, get in on top of it here, and start working from down below a little bit more.
Clearing attempt outside the line now. Buffalo power play down to 54 seconds as they're forced back to their own blue line. Quickly to center, left side. Skinner sends it cross ice. Fed by Thompson, looking for Kalapozu, who plays it back to the far point. Yoki Harju. Skinner in front. Backhander by Thompson across open ice. He was hoping Benson might be there. A little tight, and it comes down the other way. Blue Jackets change their killing unit with 30 seconds left in the Buffalo power play. Skinner gains the line, far point. Kalapozu at the blue line, forced outside the line. Good pressure by the Blue Jackets, but equally handled by Kalapozu. For Skinner in front. Skinner with a rebound. Again, far post scores! That's what you call sticking with a play right there. Jeff Skinner gets Buffalo on the board. It's 3-1 Columbus.
Yeah, Jeff had probably 2 to 3 really good opportunities. This all starts Kalapozu taking this wide, dropping it to Skinner in the slot. Gabranson blocks that shot. Skinner stays with it. He's got Benson just causing mayhem in front of the net, and everybody gets tied up with him after the big block, and Jeff Skinner just finds a way to stay with it, and he slides it in underneath the goaltender as he's coming down the right side. First shot blocked. Second one he whipped on. Third one he gets it in his skates, and he's able to get it to his stick and slide it underneath the tender to make it 3-1 here with 9.5 minutes left in the second.
Blue Jackets get it into the Buffalo zone. Sabres able to clear it to the line, but not out. It's thrown off the glass by Benstrom, off to the right of Devin Levi. Back to the point for Boqvist. He'll play it. Werenski far circle. The one-timer is fanned on. Stick did not break that time on Patrick Laine. He takes it to the bench with him. Now Rusek just across the line. Stillman drives to center lane, then drops it back. Ciccone plays it to the boards. Shot directed away by Merzlikins. Sabres fans trying to get a little bit of energy in their team here. Now just down a pair in the second period with 8:40 to go. Shot from the far circle is wide. Blue Jackets on the loose puck. And look out up the middle of the ice. Kulik with the intercept. He'll play it to the boards. Up top looking for a way in. Bryson sends it to the far circle, and the one-timer by Krebs as he goes to the bench. Missing the mark. And Columbus with Roslovic playing it into the Sabres zone will make changes as well with 8:12 to go.
Yeah, Sabres have held Columbus with 3 shots here. 12 minutes into this second period.
Here's Roseanne down the left side. In behind the Columbus net. Circles out the far side. Plays it to the point, and it gets by Bryson and all the way down the ice. Bryson being watched by Kent Johnson. Up to center. This is Victor Olofsson. Away from Roslovic on his backhand still. He'll play it down in behind the net. Merzlikins traps it in the trapezoid, and Roslovic will do the rest to get it outside the zone. Johnson on the far wing can't advance it up the wall. Sabres fight it out to center ice. Blue Jackets get it back again. Playing in a phone booth over there. Now Merzlikins in behind the goal will leave it for Goodbranson in the corner near side. That's thrown away up at the blue line. Roslovic there though to help out the Jackets. He plays it by Dylan Cousins. Davies trying to win that battle, but it's taken away by Voronkov. This is Dumais down in the corner, watched by Davies. Off to the right of the Buffalo net. Alex Tuck in the faceoff dot curls away, finding some space, sends a pass up the middle of the ice. Kalapozu. Dylan Cousins takes a pass on the left side over the Columbus line, feeds it through, tipped right on net. Merzlikins with the stop as Davies drove down. Davies again in the high slot. He leaves it for Alex Tuck on the turnover by Columbus. Blue Jackets now just fight it out. Potential 2-on-1 here for Columbus, maybe 3 as they bring it in. Pass in front. Levi with a big stop. Right at the break. Ivan Provorov with the look. Levi with the answer. It's 3-1 Columbus. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network.
Gear up for SUV season at Town Ford in Orchard Park. Town Ford is your premier SUV destination to save on newly arrived Ford Broncos, available for immediate delivery. Hurry into town to choose the Ford F-150 truck that's right for you. Call 662-6500 or go to townfordbuffalo.com today. When you think Ford, think Town Ford.
Working, playing, driving around Western New York. We love our town.
Business owners, you have a lot on your mind. Leave your building security to the experts. Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake for a comprehensive fire and security assessment.
I'm John Woyden, president of Great Lakes Building Systems, where our business is protecting your business. We install and service complex fire, security, and video monitoring systems. If it keeps you safe, it's Great Lakes.
Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake or go to glbs-inc.com.
We keep an eye on your business so you don't have to. Protecting your business is our business.
If you're replacing your home's furnace or air conditioning, don't do anything before calling NOCO Heating and Cooling. Right now, NOCO Heating and Cooling will beat any competitor's written estimate with comparable equipment. We'll install an iWave air purifier for free and enroll you in the NOCO Comfort Plan for additional savings when you need it. Call NOCO today at 716-217-1984 for an offer no one can beat. Call NOCO 716-217-1984.
WGR.
Welcome back. Inside KeyBank Center, 6:33 to go. 3-1. Columbus leading the Sabres in the second period. Ever play Sudoku? Who? That's the game they got going on the big screen in the arena here.
No, I've watched it a couple times here, and I can't figure it out.
I've never tried to play it, and I know it was a craze, and maybe it still is. I don't know. They call it Puckdoku here, but
no, I have more.
All right. Well, then I was going to ask you how to play it.
I have a wife and 2 kids. I have a responsibility. I have a job. I don't have time for that.
Well, the fact they haven't taught you yet, you're right. That tells us all you're just far too busy. Here's Line A. He's had a busy afternoon. Left side, down in the corner in the Buffalo zone. Centering pass picked off by Buffalo, and the pass up ahead does find the stick of Benson. And that pass is blocked, and Tage Thompson gets possession away from Line A. That's tipped by Skinner, but it goes the length of the ice before center there for an icing call. Well, you mentioned earlier Zach Benson in front of the net causing mayhem. Yeah. We had Rick Dudley in the booth before the game talking about players going to the front of the net in this area, and Zach Benson proving that you don't have to be a giant to go to the front of the net.
No, you don't. And it's something we talked about with Rick Dudley is not enough guys are willing to go there. And the guys that are willing to go there, they can be very successful and they can be very good at it, and it can lead to a lot of opportunities. It can separate yourself from a lot of other guys because you're willing to do it and are good at going there. So all you young kids out there, don't hesitate to get yourself to the front of the net, power play, whatever it may be, because that is one of the little things that when people are looking at you, they look at that to see if you can go there, you know what you're doing when you get there, but the biggest thing is the willingness to do it.
Benson in a battle against Justin Danforth down below the goal line, and he's going to get some help from Stillman and then Tage Thompson. And Benson, instead of being the extra down in that battle, just kind of hung around waiting for the puck to pop free. Now he's going to cover the point as the Blue Jackets work it up top. Matejchuk will send it in behind the goal. Fantilli tried to spin away from a check. Penalty coming up here as Fantilli kind of hung that stick out as he went down. Tripping call.
Yeah, going to be a tripping call here going to the Buffalo Sabres. Fantilli.
Yep, that's all right. Yep. Sabres power play, though, when we come back.
Play coming back. 0 for 3 so far.
You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network.
Kick off the fall season in a new vehicle from Paddock Chevrolet. Paddock has been providing Western New York with award-winning service for over 88 years and has the inventory you've been looking for. From the rugged Silverado and dependable Equinox to the Traverse, Malibu, and extremely popular redesigned Chevy Trax, Paddock has you covered. Stop in or visit PaddockChevrolet.com anytime, anywhere for updated inventory and the latest offers. Find new roads in a new vehicle from Paddock Chevrolet with you for the extra mile.
I think if you're approaching or already in retirement and you've done a great job of saving, you don't need just a financial planner. you need a retirement specialist.
Michael Hebern, Chief Operating Officer, Level Financial Advisors.
We specialize in helping retirees generate income, pay less in taxes, and make their money last throughout retirement.
Level Financial Advisors specializes in retirement planning for high net worth individuals. Call or text now 716-727-5047 or go online to levelfa.com. Whenever property damage strikes your home or business, call on the cleanup and restoration specialists at ServPro and ServPro's Team Luzzy at 716-694-7776 to make it like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated. Property damage happens fast. So can the cleanup when you call on the restoration specialist at ServPro and ServPro's Team Luzzy at 716-694-7776 to make it like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
WGR.
5:15 to go in the second period. Buffalo on the power play with a chance to cut the Blue Jackets lead to 1. It's a 3-1 lead for the visiting team. And off the draw to the left of Merzlikins, it's Provorov who plays it to the corner, racing down Bryson. Alex Tuck trying to get a piece of it. He has it now. Tuck comes off of the boards, lays it down for Byro. Byro stick handles for Cousins. Bryson far circle, and the Sabres work it over for Victor Olofsson. A backhand pass picked off by Roslovic, and he'll bring it into the Buffalo zone. He's on his own as his mates are changing, and a shot deflects up and out of play.
Yeah, he was kind of caught on an island there. Everybody else, as soon as he got control of the puck in the zone, they all looked to get off the ice to get fresh guys on, which is a very good change there for the Columbus Blue Jackets. But Bryson just closed the gap, and once he got in that shot lane and it deflected up and over the glass, once he tries to turn and fire to the net. But the Sabres got to be aggressive here and keep shooting. They had success there in the last power play because they shot the puck.
Here comes Benson, 18-year-old for the Buffalo Sabres, who's not looked out of place whatsoever, getting another look with the extra attacker. His Western Hockey League scoring went from 20 points, 63 to 98 last year. Just a natural scorer's progression. We'll see what he can do at the NHL level when that time comes. Tage Thompson for Benson in the high bumper spot, could not get it anywhere, and it's cleared down the ice.
Yeah, he's got to realize when he's in that bumper spot right there that they're going to close that gap a lot quicker than what he's normally used to. So when that puck hits his stick, he has to know where it's going.
Sabres gain the line with 45 seconds remaining in the power play. Katapozos turned it over. Columbus just hunting pucks at the blue line. This time Justin Danforth. Skinner gets it across the Blue Jackets line. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Buffalo forced back to their side of center. Yoki Haru has it. Danforth waving to his friends at the bench, saying, I'm coming. Here's Benson onto the wing. Tage Thompson stripped to the puck at the last moment. It comes back to him in front of the net. Still free. Thompson can't get to it in a crowd of skates there, and it's fired down the ice.
Yeah, Columbus doing a good job finding free pucks in front of the net here, especially on the penalty kill. They've been able to get the 2 or 3 of them down 200 feet just by pulling it out of the feet of the Sabres.
Rosean with a shot in the slot. That's blocked. Fantilli's out of the box and on a breakaway. Takes the pass. Adam Fantilli one-on-one with Levi. And Fantilli couldn't get it to the net. Levi stuck with him.
He fanned on that one, made the move, looked to take the shot, and he just whiffed on the puck.
Werenski and Boquist in the back end for Columbus. Send it up through center ice. Stefan Matteau plays it ahead.
We got another penalty here, slashing.
With 2:47 to go in the second period.
I don't know who's...
Buffalo number 24, minor penalty slashing.
Dylan Cousins going to the box for slashing here, so it's going to give Columbus an opportunity on the power play. We got 2:47 left in this second period. Sabres down 3-1 at this point. I got a big kill here to finish this period off. Fantilli back on the ice. Line A.
Marchenko on the right side. Benstrom up top with Werenski. Benstrom near circle. Shot is blocked before it got through. Fantilli's backhand pass will exit the zone, force the Blue Jackets back to their own end.
You got Byro out there killing penalties as well. He's had an opportunity to do everything here in this game, and he's doing it extremely well.
Bemstrom down the right side in the Sabres zone. Marchenko on the boards, left wing. As Columbus attacks from left to right, working this power play. Fantilli's bank pass picked off by Byro, read it perfectly, and he'll lift it down the ice and go to the bench. 1:15 left in the penalty to Dylan Cousins, and even 2 left right now in period number 2 as the Blue Jackets drop it from center. Fantilli's pass went off a skate. Tage Thompson. It's a lot of player to get around if you're not accustomed to it. And Tage out there killing penalties, and there's always going to be a threat with that reach and his ability to turn it up the other way. Sabres Alex Tuck that time fires it down the ice.
Well, it's a good opportunity here for Donnie Granada too to get Thompson and Tuck on the ice, get them a little extra ice time here. Neither one of them are Tuck's first game. I think Thompson's second game here, so get them a little extra ice time in a situation like this too.
Blue Jackets carry it in. Boquist sends it to the far circle. Voronkov trying to make a play, and the Sabres get it out. Skinner one-on-one. Skinner trying to turn himself to the net. He's on his backhand, protecting the puck, keeping it in with a nice move. Stillman gets to the net with a backhand and sends it just wide. Kyle Pozo will send it across. It gets past Skinner, and now Kent Johnson's got a 2-on-1 going to the net. Johnson drops it back to the lake, and it's stopped by Levi. Rebound again, centered in front, and the Sabres. Davies takes it away from pressure, but can't clear with 44 seconds to go. Pass off the skate of Opozo. Finds Dumais. He sends it to the near post. Johnson centers in front. That's touched back towards Levi and held on to. Davies and Voronkov, and then Levi down behind the net, and Stillman's out there, and he...
That was Dylan Cousins come over and over the top there after Levi got knocked to the ice, and he took huge exception to that. And that is good to see. You got Stillman out there as well. But Dylan Cousins, he came in and he got a piece of the Dmitry Voronkov after just bumping into Levi, knocking him to the ice. And I don't think the referee was making the call, but he's going to haul both of them out right here now. Voronkov, just got into it with Davies a little bit.
6'5", 240, Voronkov.
Pushing back and forth a little bit, and Cousins come in, give him a shot from behind, and then he didn't do anything. The two of them just bumped into each other, and Levi goes down. He's trying to sell it, which is a good move on his part, and that's when the fireworks started. That's when Cousins came flying in and made sure it wasn't going to go any farther.
Hey, you find any way you can get your team fired up, right?
Yeah,
you've
you
been
got
out
to
there.
do it. And
Levi
right there,
feels like he's bumped by a
got him
6'5" guy.
And he got everybody on the ice fired up. He got everybody in the building going. So give him credit. He knew the right button to push here to get things rolling. Got 33.3 seconds left in this second period. You see the guys going in the box. Voronkov and Cousins going in. And it's funny that it's be coincidental they don't send him to the room here because there's only 33 seconds left. And get them out before this period's over.
I think Dylan just is kind of mentioning that. What are we doing in here?
We have to remember too, the referees they're in preseason as well. They've been out for a while, so it takes a little while to get back in the swing of things. A lot of these guys are young guys too. Some of them coming from the American League, getting an opportunity, and I think the referee is pointing them right now to. They're both getting minor penalties for roughing, and Voronkhov's going. Dylan Cousins not happy.
Did Dylan Cousins get more than that?
I don't think so.
He got the extra two on the board.
Two on the board, yeah, he does.
That's the only penalty called on the play.
That's the only penalty. I don't know. Well,
2 for roughing to
there you
Dylan
go.
Cousins.
After all that.
So why would
Voronkov have to go to the room?
No, he's not. He just got out of the penalty box and went back to the bench.
Oh, he's on the bench. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought he went down the tunnel. Maybe he tried to go down the tunnel to get an early drink. Yeah.
I got to get out of here.
Here's Byro at the Columbus line. Going to drop it for Krebs. Left side shot. And Merzlikins makes the stop. Krebs puts just a little touch in there afterwards.
There you go. See Peyton Krebs. He just comes down the left side, takes a quick shot. Save's made. It's kind of just laying there on his stick. And he's going to go over and give a little touch. You're going to see the same thing come out of Peyton Krebs every time he's on the ice. He doesn't change the way he plays. He plays hard.
Just knocked the stick out of Werenski's hand down there, did Peyton Krebs. Blue Jackets with Marchenko comes off. He'll play it onto the wing. Into the Buffalo zone. This is Fantilli, watched by Krebs, who got a stick in on the youngster. Laine's got two in the slot, and right at the horn, the shot goes wide. And we have a little bit of emotion in the end of the second period.
Yeah, a little bit there, but I think it's a good thing. Get things fired up here a little bit, get them rolling. I think it was a much better second period than it was the first period. Not the standing around watching. Columbus didn't kind of dictate the play, coming out of their zone at will and, kind of owning the offensive zone. Sabres started buckling down a little bit. They started to play a little more physical, started carrying the play a little bit more themselves. So let's see what they can turn in here in the third period.
Brian Kozil, he even stood up. He was getting into it over there. Leading us off of the Ryder Cup emotions. Now he's right into this hockey game over here. All right, Brian.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls, Buffalo, 98.5 FM.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Sabres get the puck in the Columbus zone right off the faceoff, but the Blue Jackets get it back, and Fantilli will scamper to center. Right side into the Sabres zone, tipped just wide of Levi, who will play the entirety of the game for the Sabres, and Merzlikins will do the same for Columbus as he has it down to our broadcast right. Sabres, when they attack, will be skating from left to right. Columbus in the road weights, bring it now to center. Played onto the wing. Too far for Fantilli, but it does not get by everybody for Columbus, and Levi comes out to challenge the shot from Benstrom and makes a glove save over at the far side.
Yeah, big save by Levi here on this penalty kill. Got 49 seconds left in Dylan Cousins' penalty that was assessed in the last minute of the second period. Levi being very aggressive right there, the quick shot, and he comes out and he just flashes that glove, catching gloves, and he makes the save, and then he gives her an extra little Grant Fuhr swipe there just to make sure that he showed him off a little bit.
Well, Voronkov almost got another goal for Columbus right in front of Levi on that shot that came for the point. Then we get a glove pass to stop the play.
Faceoff's coming outside the Sabres zone here. 40 seconds to kill.
See who's coming over the boards. Tage Thompson stays out to take the draw with Alex Tuck. Thompson trying to draw it back. He does win the draw, then dumps it down to the corner. Johnson scampers back after it for Buffalo. Trying to play it up and out, and he gets the bounce he wanted, needed. Down the ice, Merzlikins leaves it at the side of the Columbus net. Provorov will start it out for the Blue Jackets. These two teams will meet later in the week. And then the Sabres have the Penguins for their last preseason game here at home.
And that game will be televised, Dan, on MSG on the 6th.
Blue Jackets moving around nicely here, and Levi gets over to make a stop on the shot from Kent Johnson. Goes to the far corner. Dumais in the battle for Columbus. Sabres get it to the line and just out as the penalty to Dylan Cousins is over. He's on the ice now, taking the skating lane away as the Blue Jackets try to gain the line. This time defenseman Denton Matejchuk gains the zone. Can't move it any further. Goodbranson will, from center, fire it right back in. Sabres play it behind their own net. Dylan Cousins picks it up. He'll skate it ahead and a quick pass. Victor Olofsson will send it across. Chance for Yoki Harju, shoots and scores. Down the right side, Henry Jokiharju takes the pass and makes no mistake. And with 17:57 still to go in the third, it's 3-2 Columbus.
Henry Jokiharju with his second goal of this preseason jumps up in the play there, and he's going to get, it's going to be a 1-on-4 down low. Columbus takes everything out of the middle. He's going down the right side. This is a quick shot. Beats was looking right between the pad and the post. And I'm taking a look at that. I think it just goes right over the top of the pad, and he just kind of throws him off a little bit. And he's not able to get that one with the glove, but nevertheless, that's a big goal here for the Sabres. Makes it 3-2 here with 17:50 left in this third period.
Jokiharju last year, his average time on the ice was over 21 minutes. For this, the second time in his career. Of course, when it wouldn't be the likes of Power or Rasmus Dahlin charged with carrying the puck out of the zone, Jokiharju is another one of those options. The Sabres back in their own end and within a goal now. With 17:25 to go in the third period. Blue Jackets, Werenski from the near point. He'll set it around behind the net. That's left. Wraparound attempt as Kirill Marchenko got to the front of the Sabres goal trying to stuff it in. Now that pass sending Columbus back outside to center ice. Couple of moves by Laine. Twisting and turning away from coverage. Left wing side. Keeps it. Sends it to the far post. Little bouncing puck. Sabres get three to transition the other way. And a start by Lukas Rusek. Ahead to Krebs. Watched by Werenski. Krebs stops in the near corner. Far circle. Davies had a hop over his stick. Victor Olofsson now for Buffalo. Up top to Jokiharju. Down to the goal line for Krebs. He tried to pass that one across. Davies will let it settle off the glass. Has it now in the far corner. That go outside the line? No, linesman right on it. Apparently says we're good. Sabres keep it in the Columbus zone. One-timer again. This time Yoki Haryu's blast comes off the end wall right back in front. And he'll settle in on the skates on the near point. Yoki Haryu sends it up top. Peyton Krebs from the near circle. Takes a look Henry's way. Keeps it. Backhand pass. Olofsson. Yoki Haryu. Victor Olofsson up top. Yoki Haryu with Davies switching up top. Davies will scamper over to keep the play in the zone. Buffalo with good 5-on-5 possession here. After getting the game within one, trailing 3-2 here in the third period. Krebs, Davies, one-timer, and Merzlikins got over to make a grand stop as Davies gives it a bit of a kick with the skate afterwards in frustration.
Merzlikins comes across, makes the save, and I'm not sure he realized he made the save because once it goes off his right arm, it's laying down, and it's kind of a panic mode there to kind of grab onto it, but nice shot by Davies, just laying that one right in there. Perfectly played on that one-timer coming across. And created a really good opportunity there for the Sabres. So good puck control here in this third period.
Backhand by Thompson just off the pad of Merzlikins. Thompson has it again out of the far corner. He'll set it up top. Johnson for Bryson at the right point. Bryson sends it down to the circle. Benson returns it back to him. Now it's behind the net. Pass almost intercepted by Bokus, but Thompson races over. Looked to center for Skinner. Just missed. Kept in at the line again. Sabres moves around here in the Columbus zone. There's a shot by Thompson. Provides a rebound in front. Benson had one stab at it. Couldn't get the second. And Columbus will clear and get a much needed change. Play at center ice. Blue Jackets will golf it in. Danforth that time over the far side. Kent Johnson knocks his man down. Bryson stays with the play. Up top, Matejchuk sends it towards the net. It's off the backboards. Danforth trying to get it to the front of the net. And it comes towards the line. Benson reaching for it. Johnson trying to stab it forward. Ryan Johnson is there for Buffalo, and it's outside the line to center. 14:23 to go, third period. Goodbranson starts the play, and Fantilli sidesteps Cousins and then Tuck through the center ice area. Morenski up the middle. Fantilli got a touch on that at the Buffalo blue line. Apparently not. It's an icing call against Columbus.
Much better period here so far for the Buffalo Sabres. Defensive zone much better. They're straightening things out. They're not chasing. And they're just really eliminating any opportunities that Columbus is able to generate really quick because they're just closing that gap. You go to the offensive zone doing a much better job of keeping themselves moving and moving the puck along with it and trying to get Columbus chasing. They've had them chase about 3 or 4 times in the zone, long periods of time they were able to spend in the zone, create a couple chances from it. So playing much better, solid, all-around game here in this third period.
Yoki Haryu on the far boards, can't get it out of the zone. Pad save made by Levi. Good shot by Malatesta. And it's to the line and just out as Yoki Haryu gets it shy of center where Dylan Cousins will leave it. And Alex Tuck to the Columbus blue line before Werenski takes it away. Cousin gets it back. Tuck is in front of the net. Takes the pass. Patience. And it's a good save by Merzlikins that keeps it at 3-2. Back in front again. And it's touched just wide. Sabres pouring it on here in the third, trying to tie it up.
Now Byro and Tuck both have great opportunities there on this shift from the feeds from the corner from Dylan Cousins. Not able to connect on either one.
Ciccone can't handle the pass down the middle seam, and it's cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. This will not be enough for icing. Shots are at 6-4 in favor of Buffalo so far in this period. Blue Jackets try to clear it out. Goes off of Opozo. Intercepted at center by Rosean. Played back towards Ciccone. Away from line A. Kyle Opozo skating directly at line A. Flips it around the big fella. Puts it in behind the goal line in the Columbus end. Kulik out of the corner has it. Rosean tried to slide that one through. Intercepted by Provorov. And the Blue Jackets will bring it up to center ice. Played down to the near corner, hoping that Marchenko gets a stick on it, but Buffalo able to break that one up. Just out of the reach of Kyle Pozo. He'll race in after it against Matejchuk, who skates right in front of his own net. Turns the Jets on as he gets to center to the Buffalo line, 1 against 4. Pass to the blue line, Johnson keeps it in. Takes a hit, makes the play, dumps it down into the corner. Fantilli is out there in behind the Sabres goal. Now he pops out as the puck comes free. Buffalo get it out to center ice. A little touch there by Bryson. Too far for Rusek. With Victor Olofsson and Peyton Krebs. Just under 12 minutes remaining here in the third period. A 3-2 Columbus lead. Rusek just ahead of the Blue Jackets blue line. Will dump it back. Johnson now pass onto the wing. Rusek over the line, and a blast by Olofsson is stopped by Merzlikins. Rebound in front, and the shot deflects high, and a penalty coming up on the play, a tripping call.
Sabres going to the power play.
When we come back, down by 1, you're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network.
Hey, when you drive around our community, you probably see a lot of Speed Global trucks. You ever wonder where they're going? Sal Capaccio here to let you know that Speed moves cargo to and from locations throughout New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Canada, and more. Speed's been positively impacting the community and the economy for over 75 years. If you need to ship or receive cargo locally, regionally, or even nationally, consider my friends at Speed Global Services. Around the corner or around the world, Speed delivers. Visit speedgs.com.
Everyone loves a winner, and year after year, the one team that tops the field is Honda. Honda's all-star lineup includes Accord, Civic, and CR-V, with all 3 making the Car and Driver 10 Best list. Plus, Honda was also named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com 2023 Best Value Brand and Best Overall Brand. To see what makes Honda #1, see your upstate Honda dealer today.
Car and Driver, December 2022. Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Buffalo Sabres hockey is being brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. By Kitchen and Bath Unlimited. Why be limited when you can be unlimited? By NOCO, delivering comfort to homes and businesses for over 90 years. By Level Financial Advisors, helping you retire better. Visit levelfa.com. And by Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Center. Early detection of cancer is our goal. Get in the game at roswellpark.org/WGR.
You're listening to the Buffalo Sabres Radio Network.
Sabres are close, down by 1 with 11:33 to go in the third period. This preseason matchup at home against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Dan Dunleavy, Rob Ray, along with Paul Hamilton, Brian Cozio, Pat Malacaro, and the rest of our crew here downtown.
David Jiricek in the box for tripping here. Sabres going to the power play, 1 for 4 this afternoon on the power play.
Skinner for Benson. High slot, takes the shot, and that is stopped with Kyle Pozo in front of the net. Thompson can't keep it in. Bouncing puck outside the zone, and Columbus with a chance. Provorov joining the play, and a shot stopped by Levi. Got the glove arm on it.
Provorov's got no stick coming back into the play. Oh, he gets one from the bench.
Buffalo countering back with Kyle Pozo. Down low, taken away by Tage Thompson. He's got it. He'll play it up top. Yoki Haru gives it back to 72. Skinner near side. Yoki Haru shot! Save made by Merzlikins. Rebound. Pass out in front, went off a body. Skinner gets it again. He'll draw it back to Yoki Haru. Thompson at the left circle. Yoki Haru gives it back to him. Thompson drawing the coverage. Sees the 2-on-1 in front. Skinner scores! What a play by Tage Thompson to draw the D, and Jeff Skinner takes advantage of the numbers, and the Sabres have tied it up.
Yeah, good job by Skinner putting this one in the net, but it was a fed to the front of the net, and it was kind of a broken play. And everybody just kind of trying to get a control of the puck. That's Benson, who dives out, stops it, and then gets up and feeds Skinner in the same motion. Excellent play by the young man in the middle of the ice. He knows he's in trouble. He dives, gets a stick on it to prevent it from getting the Columbus player and fired down the ice. He pokes it away, and then him and Kyle Pozo able to just chip it back over to Skinner. And right there, Pozo flies it across. Skinner gets it down, drops that knee, and ties this hockey game here with 10:35 left in this third period.
Leaving his mark at every game, number 9, Zach Benson. Couple preseason games to go after this. Blue Jackets dump it down with Malatesta putting it deep into the Sabres zone. New game tied at 3. Jiricek.
Zach Benson should get an assist on that, and then give him a goal and 2 assists here in in his 4th game of this preseason.
Johnson takes a big crunching hit down in the corner. Looking to make a play. Johnson gets it back again. This time a pass onto the stick of Rusek. Victor Olofsson comes back to gather it up, and now Bryson working with Ciccone, who has it in the Buffalo zone.
And Benson and Poso receive assist on the Skinner power play goal.
Blue Jackets trying to take that ice away in the middle of or between the 2 blue lines, I beg your pardon. Sabres dump it in. Rusek racing down after it. Columbus will bring it back with a backhand feed off of the stick of line A to the Sabres blue line. That's broken up. Now Olofsson tried to make a play on it. It's tipped off the end of his stick. Ciccone is there though for Buffalo. Pass finding Rusek. Right side. He's got a shooting lane. He takes the shot. And it's wide in line A now against Krebs. Puck comes outside the Columbus zone to center. Davies turns it right back up ice for Buffalo. To the line and in. Didn't quite get what he wanted on that pass down the boards. Krebs can't keep it in. It'll be brought back by Columbus with 8:40 remaining in the 3rd period, tied at 3. Over on the far wall, Danforth tried to turn that one towards the net. Laine touches it back. Provorov with the shot, tipped right on. Levi the save as Marchenko had the deflection. Play on the board now. Rosean tried to turn it inside. Marchenko gets it back. Provorov up top. Far circle. Shot doesn't get through. Danforth racing over after it against Davies. They continue their battle for the loose puck. Danforth got a touch on it, but he played it behind the Buffalo net, allowing the Sabres to get possession. Long pass. Goes in behind the Columbus net. No icing. Sabres getting down there first. Bokus will go to the bench and leave it. Puck picked up by Kent Johnson for Columbus. Kent Johnson down the left side. Top of the circle. Far circle. One-timer. Levi gets out to make the stop. Over at the far post on Fantilli. Blue Jackets able to keep it in. Broken stick flying around
Johnson,
on the ice.
No stick for Johnson.
Up top. Werenski. Skinner now without the stick. He's gone to the bench, closest to it to get one. Tage Thompson with the stick in his hands, now able to clear the puck down the ice.
Yeah, really nice play by Tage Thompson, gaining control of that puck and able to spin around and just flip it back out in the zone, allow guys to get off the ice for a change.
Here's Fantilli getting the Buffalo line, plays it to the wing. Nice move to the net. Levi stays with it. Puck is free until Levi finds it and covers up. Pace picking up here in the 3rd with 7:01 to go, tied at 3. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network.
Gear up for SUV season at Town Ford in Orchard Park. Town Ford is your premier SUV destination to save on newly arrived Ford Broncos, available for immediate delivery. Hurry into town to choose the Ford F-150 truck that's right for you. Call 662-6500 or go to townfordbuffalo.com today. When you think Ford, think Town Ford.
Working, playing, driving around Western New York. We love our town.
I think if you're approaching or already in retirement and you've done a great job of saving, you don't need just a financial planner. You need a retirement specialist.
Michael Hebern, Chief Operating Officer, Level Financial Advisors.
We specialize in helping retirees generate income, pay less in taxes, and make their money last throughout retirement.
Level Financial Advisors specializes in retirement planning for high net worth individuals. Call or text now 716-727-5047 or go online to levelfa.com.
If you're replacing your home's furnace or air conditioning, don't do anything before calling NOCO Heating and Cooling. Cooling. Right now, NOCO Heating and Cooling will beat any competitor's written estimate with comparable equipment. We'll install an iWave air purifier for free and enroll you in the NOCO Comfort Plan for additional savings when you need it. Call NOCO today at 716-217-1984 for an offer no one can beat. Call NOCO 716-217-1984.
WGR.
Deep dive into stats now, brought to you by Rob Raid. Scores tied 3-3, shots 11 each here in this third period. That's all I need, right?
Yeah, really.
Score?
Yeah, we'll go deeper. Kyle Poso, a couple assists. Jeff Skinner, a couple of goals in this one so far.
That is deep.
That is deep.
That's deep.
That's as far as I'm going.
Face off to the left of Devin Levi. He's had a couple of moments he's had to be really good, and he's done that to keep this game tied. As the Blue Jackets have continued to apply the pressure here despite the fact they've given up the lead. It's not like they're going anywhere. Sabres, Dylan Cousins will get it outside the line, drop it back, and now Alex Tuck will carry it in. Shot deflects to the corner. Byro keeps it moving back to the point. Davies for Yoki Harju. Back to Davies, top of the Columbus zone. Nobody over on that left side of the ice. Everybody's strong here on the right. Davies now comes back to the right as everyone moved to the left.
Davies has drawn a penalty here, and that's a big penalty. He's going to get a holding call. And it was a nice job by Davies coming across, all the way across the blue line, hanging onto this puck, and then coming down the right side. And Columbus player just stayed right with him. And eventually he just did enough that it was going to be Dumais. It's going to get called for the holding call here. The Sabres going back to the power play. 2 for 5 so far here in this game on the power play. And that's really the power play is what give them the life to get themselves rolling.
That's how this team is built, and winners, of course, need to have the manpower and the know-how with the extra skater to make these moments count for you. Tage Thompson, of course, over at that left circle, drawing a ton of attention as always. Double team. Danforth trying to take the pass away. Another lane with a shot being taken away. So Yoki Harju tries his luck. That's off the glass. Left circle. Calaposo tried to between the legs. Scores on the rebound. Zach Benson goes to the net, and he's rewarded for his tenacious play in front of the goal. And the Sabres take the lead at 4-3.
Yeah, Benson's going to finish it off. Kyle Poso, some nice work down low. Tage Thompson over on the far wall does a nice job distributing the puck here. Really got Columbus running around. Kyle Poso tries pulling to the front of the net between his legs. The save is made. And coming right in behind him, Zach Benson is just going to pick this puck up on the backhand and just throw it far side. Beat Kozlitsky on the glove side just inside the post, and just nice job. That puck was bouncing. It does a nice job staying with it and able to get it on the backhand just inside the far post to get the first lead in this hockey game. 4-3 here with 5.5 minutes left.
See Jeff Skinner over congratulating him right away after that, and a smile on his face. If anybody knows what it's like to break into the NHL at that young age and have success right away, it would be Jeff Skinner.
And same size.
Yeah, exactly. Can he duplicate what Jeff did? That would be unbelievable. Here's Bryson from the near point. Throws it down low in the Columbus zone. Krebs will pick himself up, and the Blue Jackets now trailing 4-3, have 5:05 remaining as Werenski brings it over the line with a shot, and a glove save made by Levi. Puck picked up by Krebs. Bryson will take the pass. Victor Olofsson is ahead of him. And Victor on the right wing will dump it deep into the Columbus zone as the Sabres finish the line change. That's a feel-good moment for Benson to score that on home ice, that's for sure. Ken Johnson for Columbus, trying to get around Alex Tuck, who slowed him up just enough. Sabres dump it right back in. Merzlikins got a touch on it. Picked up by Provorov. He's in behind the net. Tuck flushing him out quickly. And now it's Fantilli. Rink-wide pass, missing the mark. Picked up by Byro. He finds Dylan Cousins, who taps it in over the line. Provorov is there for the Blue Jackets. Fantilli tips it into the Buffalo zone. Strides across the Blue Jackets bench as the Sabres fire it down the ice. There'll be no icing on this one. Juracek back after it. He was certainly noticeable early in this game for the Blue Jackets, number 55. Roslovic trying to center that one in front, looking for Dumais. He scored a ton of goals last season with Halifax in the Quebec League. In 64 games, he had 54 of them. Kyle Pozo off the boards, left side. Gets Columbus backed up into their own zone. Good Brenson. Slides it across to the far dot. Dumais at center. Little touch pass for Voronkov, getting it over the line, but no possession. Buffalo get it back again. Trying to end this matinee on home ice on a high note with a victory. Timeout on the ice. Benson gives the Sabres the lead. It's 4-3 late in the third on the Sabres Hockey Network.
Business owners, you have a lot on your mind. Leave your building security to the experts. Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake for a comprehensive fire and security assessment.
I'm John Woyden, president of Great Lakes Building Systems, where our business is protecting your business. We install and service complex fire, security, and video monitoring systems. If it keeps you safe, it's Great Lakes.
Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake or go to glbs-inc.com.
We keep an eye on your business so you don't have to. Protecting your business is our business.
Marty Biron here. If you're looking for a unique and delicious dining destination that's worth the drive every time, then head to Alex's Place. From juicy steaks prepared right before you in their open kitchen to the freshest seafood and charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and let's not forget their award-winning fall-off-the-bone, melt-in-your-mouth ribs. Once you go to Alex's Place, you'll experience more than a meal. You'll discover a tradition. Alex's Place, just off the Thruway, exit 48 in Batavia. Trust me, you'll be saying, "Oh man, now I want ribs."
Hey, Sal Capaccio here. When it comes to celebrating life's most precious moments, go forth to Firth Jewelers. Whether you're ready to pop the question with an engagement ring or cherish the years gone by with a timeless anniversary band, Firth has a selection that's going to truly capture your emotions. Not quite sure what you're looking for? Don't worry. They'll take the time to educate and guide you, ensuring your choice is as special as the moment itself. So for all the moments of your life, go forth to Firth. They're my jeweler, make them yours. Firth Jewelers, Military Road, Niagara Falls.
WGR.
Number nine is for Rob Ray and his Beatlemania. Zach Benson gets the go-ahead goal.
Yeah, he's got a goal and assist here in this game. Kyle Poso, 3 assists so far in this game. Skinner, 2 goals. Tage Thompson, a couple assists. So the big guys, after getting scored on a few times in this game, they're coming into the third period. I think dash 3. They're making it big on the power play here in this third period.
Here's Provorov back on the Columbus line. Pass picked up by Benson at center ice, and he'll flip a high one in on Merzlikins, and forcing the faceoff is Tage Thompson. Another great play by Benson. Instead of slapping it in, just kind of sky it up there. Gives Tage time to get down and win the draw on the offensive end.
Well, and that's the difference between really, really good kids and other kids, because panic may set in other guys. And you see Zach Benson, they've had enough success so far. He's just feeling it right now, and he's going to make the smart play. He's going to make the proper play instead of just making a play and getting rid of it.
Boquist on the draw, plays it behind the net. Provorov gives it back to him, just out of the reach of Benson out there with Thompson trying to disrupt in the Columbus zone. It'll be slapped into the Sabres' end by Josh Doon. Over the far corner, Benson back deep. Plays it for Davies, now Skinner. He'll go cross ice, too far for Thompson and everybody for that matter. So we have another icing call. 2:41 to go in the third period. 4-3 Sabres. If you just joined us, Columbus had the lead in this one. It looked like they're going to have themselves a fine afternoon, but the Sabres, again, for lack of being a broken record, which some kids might not even know what a broken record is. But
yeah, but this third period, you'd like to see the way they played. They come out, they were aggressive, they didn't change anything. They stuck to what they wanted to do. They cleaned their game up in the defensive zone, got more aggressive in the offensive zone, got a lot of pucks to the net here. And when they had power play opportunities, they took advantage of it. That's, as you said, this is how this game wins, is taking advantage of the power play situations, and that's what they've done here in this third period.
Blue Jackets with Kent Johnson, puck on his stick, left side entry down to the far corner. Johnson following the play down against Bryson. Comes up the boards near side. Fantilli tried to keep it in. Good effort, but it's forced back to the Columbus line. Johnson again, left side. Again, same play down to that far corner. Bryson again gets there first. Fantilli played it back to the line, but it's outside the zone. Werenski. Went off the stick, that pass of Victor Olofsson. It's in behind the Buffalo net. Puck played to the near wall. We'll keep an eye. The Columbus net is indeed empty. So the Sabres with an empty net. Olofsson trying one just before he gets to the bench. Now a turnover here as the Sabres on the forecheck with the empty net in the Columbus zone and a minute and a half remaining in the game. Rusek, Krebs, and Alex Tuck out there right now. Big hit over on the far boards, just standing up the Columbus player trying to gain the right lane. Then a shot from the near side off the stick of Jack Roslovic, kind of popped up into the air and wide of the net. Blue Jackets, Werenski will fire it across to the far boards. They've got a minute 7 with which to work here with the net empty. Down by a goal.
1 minute remaining.
Shot from the near side. Kent Johnson can't get it to the net. He'll play it back to Werenski. Pass across to Flex off the glass. Johnson on his backhand to Werenski at the line, just able to keep it in. Throwing it to the front of the net. That bounces in front, and Benstrom had a touch on it, but it comes back up high for the Blue Jackets. 36 seconds to go. Intercepted by Krebs. He'll slide it ahead. Rusek at center. Empty net. Missed it. Kent Johnson for Columbus. Stick handles around Cousins. Plays it onto the wing. Voronkov plays it below the goal line. The big fella trying to dig it free. Benstrom down there as well. Johnson for the Sabres. Blue Jackets get it back, and a shot by Werenski. Trying to go high, deflects up and out of play with 7.6 seconds to go. So Columbus making it interesting here in the fading moments. And Devin Levi and the Sabres hanging on. And I would suspect that Columbus will call a timeout here. With just 7.6 seconds remaining on the clock. Indeed, with all the Columbus players gathered at the bench, we will get that timeout. And the Buffalo Sabres, who have the lead here at 4-3. Will have the face-off happen in their end. So Laine and Danforth back in the first period for Columbus. Make it 1, then 2-0, 12:02, and then 15:50. Laine got a second of the game in the second period, 23 seconds in at even strength. Jeff Skinner on the power play gets Buffalo on the board. Then in the third, Henry Jokiharju at even strength at 2:03. Jeff Skinner at 9:20 on the power play. And Zach Benson on the power play as well. So the Sabres getting their fair share, three on the power play here to take this 4-3 lead. Shots are pretty close to 31-28. And the draw will be to the right of Devin Levi. Face-off Sabres are up 63-38 on the percentages. Werenski off the draw, throws that one off the post. With 3 seconds to go, one more chance in front, kicked away by Levi. And the Buffalo Sabres hang on in a comeback win in this matinee preseason game to beat the Blue Jackets 4-3. How about Zach Benson picking up the game winner? As the preseason games start to tick away, the Buffalo Sabres, after making some roster moves yesterday and then a couple more today, starting to whittle things down. And there is no doubt that Zach Benson continues to make a statement that even at the age of 18, just how special a player, not only that he is now, but that he will be as he continues to learn this league. I mean, this is preseason. Not faced a regular season game yet, but you can't put that on him. The young man has been absolutely outstanding, and he was again here this afternoon, as was Kyle Pozo. and many others, as Rob mentioned. Brian Koziel, Pat Malacaro, and Paul Hamilton will take you through the rest of the game details. And we will be back with you with the next preseason game coming up when the Sabres will face the Blue Jackets in Columbus next week. And then one more after that at home against the Pittsburgh Penguins before a few days break. And then points will be on the line. 4-3 is the final. Sabres win it. We'll take you over down to Brian Koziel to lead you through the postgame.
Thank you, Dan. Well said on Zach Benson. I would agree. I think his continued impressive performance during this preseason and training camp is going to land him on this NHL roster to start the season. And then from there, obviously, who knows what happens going forward. But certainly so far, he's earned what I think should be a spot for him going forward with this NHL club. 4-3, Buffalo is victorious. The crowd on hand here announcing the 3 stars. We'll get to that. We'll get you final stats. We'll get you some highlights. And Paul Hamilton getting player reaction. That'll be up first when we return. The Upstate Honda Dealers postgame show is coming up next. Sabres win it 4-3 over Columbus. This is the Buffalo Sabres Radio Network.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.